I have information here that's not matching on our system. I understand you've been to other branches too, so we just want to. What's going on? Hi, I got that check from my employer. Yes. Different signatures than the typical ones on the account, and that the security features are different as well. And then on the order, so it's a bad check. Okay. Who are your three friends? All right, we're done with the phone right now. Why you got here? You're done with the phone. You don't know that you were at like 3 different banks? Okay. You don't know why you guys were leaving with your friends still in the bank? Okay. So a bunch of blank paper, printed checks, all the same, unfilled out, the same signature. And then you got a bunch of ripped checks. You just set up for me.
And Governor Tim Walz wants to tell us that, these are conspiracy theorists, and, Nick Shirley is a conspiracy theorist. And we literally have plain proof right there that this woman literally has a check from her employer, who she cannot name, right? She cannot name the employer, right? Checks that don't line up. The information is not lining up. I just really want to know, like, how this was happening for so long. How was this going uncovered? Well, we already know the answers to that question, right? The people at the top knew what was going on right under their nose. They could smell it, but they liked the scent because it was doing them a favor. It was lining their pockets. They were getting rich. And they were getting votes as well. This is incredible, bro. And it's almost as if they're like, what makes it so funny is like, it's almost as if they're like mad that you caught them. Like, it's like, it's almost as if they're like, yo, like, listen, like, we saw you did a crime today. You literally went to 3 different banks and basically robbed 3 different banks because they're fraudulent checks. Therefore, that money doesn't belong to them. So they're literally robbing banks, and you catch them, and they're the woman's looking. It's almost like she's looking at the officer like, yo, like, why are you here right now? Like, why are you talking to me? And then the other guy in the video, right? The other guy's like, no, you don't know that you've been to 3 banks. No, like, you don't know that you're like, you have somebody inside right now with a fake check. No, like, I will give them props though. They understand, like, you don't say anything without your lawyer present, right? I mean, obviously the lawyer can't save them because they've been literally caught red-handed. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. They're keeping their mouth shut. But like, that's crazy. Tim Walz really said that, these are conspiracy theories. Crazy.
I'm going to be honest. I don't feel good about being white every day for a lot of reasons. Because it's a point of privilege that I get to move through the world in a way that so many of my other colleagues and friends and family members of the community don't get the privilege to do. And I'm just a female, just a woman, just a white woman. If I was a white man, I would be functioning from a point of even greater privilege. I think we're missing an opportunity when kids have a moment to reflect about how the color of their skin does and does not allow them to.
all right. If you're a white person watching this video, please let me know in the comments, like, if you hate yourself and why you hate yourself. Like, let me know why you hate being white in the comments. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I've been seeing this trend a lot lately, and like, it's like, bro, this white guilt trend is crazy. Like, it's absolutely diabolical that people are in public like saying this shit. Like, hey, yo. And I love how she conveniently just slips in, she just conveniently just slips in the fact that if she were a white man, she would move through this world with greater ease and greater, like, I like how she just slipped in that, little feminist talking point right there. And then on top of that, she's going to mention the kids as well, saying that the kids, they should be thinking about how, their skin color affects them and everything like that. So now she's going to teach her kids and try to teach other people's kids that being white is basically a bad thing. Like, and you know how I know these people are just chatting out their asses. Like, if you're privileged to be in a certain situation, not saying that you don't appreciate it, but like, wouldn't you want to take advantage of that privilege? Like, anybody in their right mind, knowing that they're privileged, right? You're in a privileged position. Wouldn't you, on top of appreciating that privilege, actually take advantage of that privilege and actually make use of it? Like, that's like me saying to a kid who gets $1 million from a trust fund after his parents dies or whatever the hell happens. Once he turns 18, he gets a trust fund, right? Oh, I'm gonna tell that guy now that he has to give that money away to charity, or give that money away to homeless people because he doesn't deserve it because he was spoiled. It literally makes no sense. Like this is crazy. Sometimes you really have to wonder if these people are like mentally there, like, or like, because I swear, bro, like the lights be on, but there's nobody home.
The far right, seeing Trump and Vance and Charlie Kirk and all, you know, they are white fascist supremacists. Why? Why? Yeah. You're trying to understand why I think Trump is a racist.
Yeah, I'm asking for an explanation. Yeah.
Wow. Let me pinpoint it because it's been an accumulation of knowing about him for the last 20 years in New York. I can't really say why I think he's racist. That's like saying, you know, he's a white.
He's a white guy. That's it. So it automatically makes him racist. If you're white and you're watching this video, I just want to make one thing clear. Like, if you're white and you exist, like, you're racist. Yeah, that's it. Like, you're racist. And it's so crazy because I really wonder if these protesters and these marches would actually happen if these people didn't get paid. Because they have to be paid to be there. The fact that you're at a protest or you're at a march and you're holding up a sign, I think the sign said that stolen land, something about stolen land. If you're somewhere, like, wouldn't you think that that person would want to know or actually should know why they're there? Like, imagine I go to the doctor and the doctor, like, I have an appointment with the doctor and I show up to the doctor, right? And the doctor asks me, what's going on in your life? Why are you here? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really wonder if these people would actually show up if they did not get paid. And I mean, the contradiction ever present, right? Ever present when it comes to liberals. She's a white woman. So does that make her racist just because she's white? Because that's what she said about Donald Trump, right? He's racist. He's a white guy. So he's racist. So she's a white woman. So isn't she racist? I don't know. The dots are not connected here. And what you're watching is basically just propaganda. These people have been conditioned. These people have been trained to think a certain thing based on what they see in the media. This is a perfect example. If you ever wanted to ask yourself how does propaganda work? How are these media networks able to infiltrate the minds of people and make them believe a certain thing? This is the perfect example right here. I mean, you literally have an individual who's at a place where she could potentially get hurt and things could get violent, and she literally does not know why she's there. She's literally advocating for something that she does not know what the hell she's talking about. Like, think about that for a second. I mean, bro, you cannot make this stuff up, man. You even if you drew this out in a script, you couldn't write this stuff right here.